Okay, hello everybody. Whether you are new or not, today all of us will do something new today. This is what you did last week. Okay, again, in case you forgot, this is actually the hardest part to learn for the entire chapter. If you can handle this, then what we do today should be easy peasy. But if you miss this, I'll try that okay later or maybe next week to tell you what to do again. But today, to be fair, everybody go to page number 4. Okay, here. So yeah, I actually worry for the new students only lah. So anybody new or not? Well, actually, regardless, I think let me be very annoying. I'll keep nagging and nagging because I want you guys to become one of the units. Okay, like you are super confident when you do this chapter, because you have some of your friends they ask you some weird questions and then they are confused, ma. Then maybe they will confuse you as well. So yeah, I think I might as well nag you more so you can remember better lah. Okay, so let's start with question A here. Okay, so when we see this question, right, when we see this thing, we know that those who have studied this before, who have learned this before, we know this is called quadratic function. Okay, so you may not know what is it yet. I will explain to you one by one, so you chill. Okay, so first thing first, see the fx here. If you haven't seen it before yet, x is basically just like y. Okay, remember your x-axis, y-axis. Okay, so it's just that now they just turn the y-axis and make it become f-axis. Okay, there is one small reason behind it, but new students just know it as f(x) is just like y lah. Okay, just like that, nothing complicated. Okay, so next about the quadratic part, right? When we see this x squared plus 2x minus 8, we know it's quadratic. Okay, so what is the reason? It's because of the x squared. Because only when you recognize a quadratic function or equation, okay, as long as it's quadratic, okay, then only you will know how to do it. Because quadratic is solved in a specific way. Okay, only when you know it's a quadratic, you do it the quadratic way. Okay? So once again, I know it's quadratic. The reason is because of x squared. So next, you later because sometimes the questions may want to trick you. So when you see a quadratic, make sure it is arranged in the right form. Okay, so what is the so-called right form, general form? Okay, like this: ax squared plus bx plus c. Just think of this again, like your names. All your names need to follow a specific format. We cannot simply swap out the words in your name, correct? So this is like the case here. Not hard to memorize what. First, just make sure it's x squared first, x, and no x. The ABC you will know later. Okay? So your thinking goes like this. It's a quadratic. I need to make sure it's arranged nicely. So now we see that it is arranged nicely already. X squared, x, no x. And now, last week we did one thing, right? So I said there are going to be 5. Today we do the remaining 4, which are probably easier. Ready? So your first new thing is here. Shape of graph. Oh, you know why not? Because after you're done learning all the 5 things, right? Your ultimate question would look like this. Like this. They're gonna make you sketch graphs. Okay. So by the time you are able to sketch a full graph, that means you are one of the you are one of the pros in Form 4 Chapter 1. Okay. But you're not there yet. So today you learn one by one. Then after that, we combine everything and we do this kind of ultimate pattern, right? So one by one, Now, but eventually you need to sketch graph, so you need to know the shape of the graph. No, there are only 2 options. Okay. Wait, maybe I write it this way. So how do I call these shapes? Uh, um, it's parabolic. The proper name is parabolic, but like next time, the way how I would say it would be smiley face off. Because when I add eyes, I think it looks like smiley face. This one, sad face. So how to know whether smiley face or sad face? Okay, I'm telling you now. Just look at the A. If the A is positive, then it would be a smiley face. Okay, so for example, this one, you'll know it's quadratic. You see that it's arranged nicely already. Can you tell what is the A? So basically, what's A? A B and C, same. Just numbers, okay, in their specific position. So A is a number in front of x squared. What is it? You don't see it lah, but you remember what is this invisible number? No? It is 1. Invisible positive 1, correct? So since the A is positive 1, hence 20 pesos. If later, okay, later when you do C, right, you see the A is negative, now then it's set face. Okay, so congratulations. Maybe I survived it. You did the first thing already. Easy, should be easy, okay. But then the set face, the set face is later when you just see negative A. Doesn't matter, the number doesn't matter, like negative 2 or negative 200 or negative 0.2. I just look at the positive negative, okay? Next, okay, the way they write is equation of symmetrical axis, but I'll next time write axis of symmetry. Okay. I think this one is shorter, easier for me to say as well. Axis of symmetry. Okay, what is it? It's already in English, so how do I put it? Okay, if I now give you an A4 paper, you guys know how to fold this A4 paper in half. You can fold this A4 paper in half. So these lines are called axis of symmetry. Okay, so in Mandarin it's 规则线English, it's already an English word. Okay, so axis of symmetry, a line, okay, a line that cuts whatever into half. You have seen this before in Form 2 when you do polygon. Okay, so for this axis of symmetry, right? Yeah, sorry. You see that it has this formula, x equals to negative b over 2a. Then, sorry, you know, complain again. Oh, teacher so many for me, sorry. I can't do anything because, yep, people invented this formula. Your job here is to learn how to use it. Okay, so and the way I memorize all these formulas is that later you see every single question that I do, anything that has formula, I'll write. This is how I force myself to memorize. Okay, so with this formula, so you know where to find the B and A or not? Don't you do not learn how to use this formula, okay? The formula says negative B. So who's B? Okay, you see B is actually 2 because B is the number in front of X. Just like this. Okay, so you go check, B is 2 ma. So the formula itself is negative. And so teacher, what if the B itself already has negative? So negative later will become negative, negative, positive. Okay, and then the formula says 2A. So I write the 2 and then what's A? Oh, A is 1. So see, this is how you choose the formula lah. Okay. And then you do the normal math, you get negative 1. But here you need to listen very carefully. If you want to get full marks, when you answer axis of symmetry, you answer like this in full. You cannot just say, oh, axis of symmetry is negative 1. No. You're gonna say axis of symmetry is x equals to negative 1. You hear the difference or not? Don't miss any single thing. Right. I'll try to explain along the way all these new things you are trying to learn. But if they are still pretty vague, then it's okay, because once we are done with the 5 things, when we combine and put together, maybe you will see better. Okay, but here I try. Okay, so you know smiley face already, man. I already explained axis of symmetry is a line that cuts whatever into half. So later you see something like this. Okay, smiley face. Okay, what is axis of symmetry? Here, this one. Cut into half. X equals to -1. So if you still remember your Form 3 syllabus, all straight lines must have equation. That's why write in full. Okay, the full equation for axis of symmetry is x equals to 1 here. Okay. So any questions before we go to number 3? Okay, next. Okay, so this is what they wrote. What I'm gonna write would be the minimum or maximum point. Okay, first, how to determine is it gonna be minimum or is it gonna be maximum? Hey, sorry, did I tell you all not to copy first? Because like this, I actually want to erase. Like you don't copy this. The rest can copy, yeah. Okay, because just now all this whatever I erased just now, I just want to explain to you only. Then okay, when you are finally done learning everything, you and I need to sketch a lot of graph. Okay, so but I actually want to leave it here first. But you don't copy. Actually, don't copy anything until I'm done. Okay. Go back to here. Minimum, maximum point. Okay, first of all, you gotta understand what does the word mean first. Minimum you understand minimum or not? 的人大咯，最少最低minimum lowest smallest something like that, right? Maximum, the biggest, the highest, tertinggi, terbesar, something like that. Okay? So, how to determine minimum, maximum point? I suggest you think rather than to just memorize. So for this smiley face, right? How does it smile? Smiley face, you actually, when you draw, it goes down. See, it goes down until this. Now you think, how would you call this? Minimum point to maximum point. What do you think? Because it goes down until the terendah, the lowest. I what? Minimum. Okay. So if you just memorize that, wow, pretty hard. In the exam, especially in nervous, wow, just memorize wrongly, everything will be wrong. Okay, so it's minimum point, so I'll circle this. Now, and then this is just a coincidence. Okay, just a coincidence. All this max point, mean point is right at the center, right in the middle. Okay, because it goes down halfway, lowers already, then you turn back up. Okay, so this is why for the, it's still a point, right? So it still has x and y. We actually should know the x is -1 right away. You know why? Because I already know this is the axis of symmetry. This is the middle one. Now x is -1. So for the middle point, you go down until here. This is the middle point, and coincidentally, it is on axis of symmetry. So you make sure you know this. Like it's not magic. When we do, when it comes to minimum, maximum point, we first know x straight away. 直接懂了. There's no calculation needed to be done. Okay? Then we need to think how to find this y. Yeah? So how? You are going to use the so-called function. Okay, remember this was given to you, okay, as a question. Okay, but again, specifically, it's a function. Function maksud ni fungsi ma. Like got a function, it has a purpose. What is the purpose? What is its function? To help you find answer like this. Okay, that's why it's called function, to help you find answer. How? So as long as you remember, fx is actually just a y, because I want to find this missing y, correct? I already know the x. What you do? You're going to put the x inside. See how right? Yeah. Then you press calculator. If I have gone too fast, please let me know. Reverse calculator, reverse calculator. Oops, shit. Okay, so it's -9. Okay, so let me make a conclusion here. Oh, so I should know this question is going to have a minimum point and the x is -1. Anybody still cannot understand why? You understand? Then the y, we just found it. Okay, finish. The third thing, guys, you're supposed to do 4 things today only. But of course, you guys need to practice a lot more lah. You learn 4 new things today, then you practice until you are very good. I need you to become God tier. This chapter no joke, all the way until SVM, and then got K-bar questions at the back. So no joke. But chapter 2 easy. So don't worry, we are going to spend some time here. A long time actually. Okay, now, so I said there are 4 things. Okay, so the number 4, they didn't write it here, so you add yourself later. Y-intercept. So how y-intercept, you still remember that. So if you remember what you did back in Form 3, okay, y equals to mx plus c. Remember, straight line. Y equals to mx plus c. M is gradient. C is what? C is what you said. So the C works the same here. Y-intercept. Who? Where to find answer? Look at the C. So see how I straight away answer C equals to -8. Okay, let me remind you real quick after E2. What is y-intercept? Okay, I'll try. If anything you see later, or maybe, well, actually for whatever future lessons are, okay, you see something that I say you're supposed to know, but you don't know. You know why you know? It's because last time when people learn, maybe you missed it because your curriculum or because you simply did not listen. Then when I say it, if you want to improve, then you gotta memorize. No other way lah. Okay, and you realize, oh, teacher say I learned before, but I don't remember or don't know at all. Write it down. Yeah. So y-intercept is something like this. Okay, x-axis, y-axis ma. Okay, so smiley face. Okay, smile. You see, when I cut the y-axis, this place, this is so-called y-intercept. Faham tak? Understand tak? Looks for straight line. So last time you learn straight line only. So straight line, okay, straight. See, when it cuts the y-axis, we call y-intercept. Okay. So okay, all these graphs we will do probably next week, or we see how later. Maybe you're okay. Then the 4 things are done. Well then, including what we did last week, you learned the 5 things for the entire chapter, but I still have yet to teach you how to gabungkan everything. So any questions, guys? Don't forget, when you ask question and then you feel shy, I won't mention your name. So please be honest. You don't act like you know when you actually don't. This is super unhealthy, or it is not very bad for you. You sure? And then you can talk. And then you try to finish this entire page. So I don't see anybody needs any, or ask any questions. Oh no, this is much because you're Form 4, you guys only, this is your very first month. January was January we did at math. What do you mean March? Not if you Form 4 really no, it's not Form 4. How come you dapat insurance? Oh, okay, I think you filled your information wrongly. GG, you think you're still Form 3, is it? Holy shit. Ha ha. Form 5. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh shit, Form 5. Oh shit, yeah. Insurance Form 5. Oh my god. How? Let's send you soft copy. Let me see. How does that insurance chapter look like to you? It's gonna be something you do also when you go to Form 5. Not that bad. Wow, okay. Good for you. A lot of students complain on Form 4. Okay, anybody without the notes also, I have sent the notes in the chat. You go download yourself. Okay, well, you all really you don't lie. If you lie here, when it comes to KBAT, I don't know how are you gonna get through. So if you guys are really okay, then B, we check answers first. Ready? But I'm super annoying lah, okay, because I want you guys to be the real pros, not all the fake ones. Okay, don't be actor. So this one is a quadratic. Simple reason, because we see x squared. Then you make sure it's arranged nicely. And because you see at the bottom, some are like a bit weird. So it's a quadratic. It has been arranged nicely. You see ABC. Okay. So hopefully you answer your shape is smiley face. Your friends might ask you why lah, because he or she doesn't know ma. Then you know must have a reason. So hopefully you guys can at least explain to yourself. That's very important. Are you able to explain to yourself? Why smiley face? You guess or what? Okay, right. Then next, I'll be writing short form. Axis of symmetry. X equals to negative b over 2a. So yeah, no secrets. This is how I force my brain to memorize all these annoying formulas. Okay, this is the formula for axis of symmetry. Okay, b is 12, so I put when I put inside the formula, it becomes negative 12. 2a. So answer x equals to negative 2. Make sure you wrote what I wrote here as well. So far, you correct. You've been following the same thing. Okay, next. Mean or max point. So if you are confident already, you can straight away write the answer. So it's a smiley face. It is supposed to have minimum point. So minimum point, x is negative 2. Okay, how do you find the next answer? And press calculation. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's 5. Sorry, I pressed something on me. So minimum point, negative 2, comma 5. Okay, don't forget to answer the number 4 also. Y-intercept is 17. Easy peasy. We did the hardest one last week. Any questions? Wait, actually, you all don't have to wait on me to ask any questions or not. You got question, you all take the initiative to ask me. Okay, you're Form 4 already lah. No, okay. So if you guys are completely honest, for C, D, E, F, right? Yeah, okay, some of you may think that they are a bit weird. Okay, so once I explain to you all the maybe weird part, you need to really, you guys need to do, not me. Okay, I honestly I don't want to do. Why? Last time when I was student, I do a lot already. I super pro already. Now it's your turn. So for I mean, I just try to explain the weight part. You go finish all the rest of the answers on your own. Okay. So in case in case you're like teacher see like how the pros maybe they know already. Okay, so first, when you see this, is it a quadratic? So you gotta be able to answer. Yes, it is a quadratic. A simple reason, because I see x squared. Okay. Next. Is it arranged in the right format? Yeah. You think. What is the right format? You know? So the right format should be ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, but now what is wrong? You can see, okay, you can see a x squared. What about b leh? Anybody here knows what is the b? Is it a or something else? Or you don't know? You know not? Just now somebody know. Oh yeah. So somebody do know here, okay? Actually, the B is kosong. And the 8 amendment lah, because you already memorized x squared, x, no x. So it's supposed to look like this. Okay, see why is it 0? Because 0x means 0 times x. 0 times x is 0. So do you want them to write plus 0? No lah, they won't lah. Okay, they won't. So this is the reason why you don't see the B. But not to say it doesn't have B, teacher. It's wrong. No, it has. It's just that it's 0. Okay, so hopefully now you can see A, B, C, and then you finish this part on your own. Okay, right? D. Okay, D, same. Maybe some of you already know what is going on. Some of you still don't know yet. So we look at this. Okay, see. First, is this a quadratic? Because only when you recognize a quadratic, then you do it a quadratic way. Is it a quadratic? It is, because you see x squared. But here, I need to clear one confusion. What about this, guys? Then this one depends lah, how much you remember lah from what you learned previously. Okay, this is not a quadratic. Okay, why? Because form 3 indices power. Okay, you'll remember there's this scale. Any denominators, you can bring them up. Just that you negative the power. So when you look at this, it is actually 2x to the power of -2. No, this is not quadratic, because quadratic is when your x is x squared. This one is fine. Okay, okay, first of all, know the difference. This is quadratic, this is not. I already explained to you why. Okay, what you try to memorize is when the x squared is denominator, it is not quadratic because of this reason. Yeah, I know it's confusing lah. So maybe you see, the notes is yours. Whatever extra notes extra whatever you want to write, you write for yourself. Okay. I'm gonna erase this. Okay, back to this one. Okay, hopefully you still remember x squared is actually 1x squared, and I can actually write it this way. Okay. So it doesn't matter when it is in the middle or it's on top. They actually mean, because for this x squared, 1 over -1 over 2 x squared means times 1. So how you times fraction? You first check with the denominator. If you are able to simplify them, you simplify, but cannot. So if cannot, you multiply upwards. So actually, it can become 1x squared again. Okay, so it actually doesn't make a difference when it is in the middle or on top. Just know that it's the same thing. But when I write it this way, it's clear. What is the A? -1 over 2. What about B and C leh? Teacher, I don't see you. They are both 0. Okay. But if you want to write it down, it's gonna look like this. Of course, they won't write lah, for sure lah. Actually, if you write like this, they are gonna laugh at you. The teachers, the elites, the pros, they are gonna laugh at you. Okay. So later, just follow along. A, B, C. Be confident with what you have learned and also your calculator lah. Okay, unless you always do careless mistake, then no choice. Yeah. So D not weird anymore. If you still feel something is weird, you let me know. Okay. Next, E. Okay. Is E perfect? You think for 5 seconds? Yes, no. Yes, got reason. No, also got reason. Yes, not. Yes, quadratic because x squared. All right. Is it in the right form? Also yes, because x squared, x, no x. What is the no x here? What is the c here? Kosong again. Then now it's all weird, if you still feel weird, teacher weird, I cannot do it. Then you ask me. Okay, then next, F. So for F, is this a quadratic? Yes, because we see x squared, right? Is it arranged nicely already? Nope. Do you know how to arrange or not? Because we are supposed to see x squared first. In case you don't know, just make sure you know this rule, okay? All positive, negative, they follow the number behind it. So see how I box them up? And when I want to shift places, who's negative stays negative, who's positive stay positive. Okay? It's negative 6x squared here, so if I move it to the front, stays as negative 6x squared. And then you are doing it right. Okay, and then plus the positive 12x. So plus 12x. Okay, same. The C is kosong. So nothing weird already, hopefully. Now your turn. Finish this whole section for your own good. Stop. No, I'll give you 2 minutes, like for you to like try and see still anything weird or not. And then if really no question, I'll put out all the answers and you check lah. Really correct or not? Okay, everybody can do. Right, now check your answer. When the answer is zero, let it be zero. Then be confident with what you have learned and also your calculator. You think you made a careless mistake, go check. Okay. If you do very carefully, the answer is still zero, then it's a legit answer, okay? Any questions? Anything you got wrong, it's okay. But I mean, once you realize if it's just a careless mistake and then you go fix it, and no problem. But if it's something how you don't know how teacher, why teacher doing like that? Then you ask 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. D. D, why is it sad face? Wow. You better check the rest as well. D is sad face because the A is negative 1/2. Well, the A is negative. Oh, wow, then yes, maybe this one, but luckily lah, the 0 divided by whatever is 0 lah. Okay, anymore? Okay. Now, let me ask it this way, okay? Supposedly we did this last week. Then you got question or not? Because this, okay, you see four things here. This is like the number 5, which is the last one. Anybody haven't done this before? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, you say one, okay lor. You go to page number 6. Okay, for the ultimate questions here, okay, they say sketch, right? I don't think today we got time for that. So instead, I'll make you find all answers first. Okay, then next week when all your answers are ready, then you learn the sketching part and you do one whole package on your own. But just now, I did ask, okay? Like, you all still remember how to do this, huh? And come. Be honest, huh? Okay. So question A. So I make you a sketch a graph, right? You see this, okay, it's quadratic. Make sure you double confirm, you check very carefully. It's quadratic. It is also arranged in the right form. X squared, X, no X. Okay. So I think you'll need to prepare some A4 papers for yourselves. Especially the way I want you guys to do it. I want to train you guys to become the elites lah, like super good, not like not sure here and there one will get confused. No, I need you guys to become very good. Yeah, because I can already foresee next time when you prepare for your SPM, you see some students SPM baru datang for tuition one. Well, if these people happen to be one of your friends, you help me teach. I don't like to repeat lah. Especially this chapter is so huge. Okay. So I hope you all become the pros. So number one, maybe you don't copy yet lah, because the space is really too not enough. Okay. Maybe let me finish first. First, you need to know the shape. Do you know now? The shape here is supposed to be smiley face. Finish up. Okay. Second, axis of symmetry. X equals negative b over 2a. Still know how to find your BA? So okay, done. Number three, okay, smiley face. That's why minimum point. See how we should know the X right away. This is when you understand. Okay, anybody needs me to explain again? Yeah, okay. This part, press calculator. Like this. Okay. Now, number four, guys. Number four, I would like you to do this first. Roots. Okay. Which is actually what you did last week. Well, you did it. You do. I make you do without having you to understand much yet. Okay, but actually they already asked you to determine roots. Okay, so you know how to do one. Okay, but I explain a little bit. But understand that again, all these things are not created by me. You want to hate, you don't hate me lah. Okay, why like teacher? Why they use all these memes for the same thing? You don't ask me. Okay, roots is basically the x. I say basically, yeah. Okay, I say basically. Basically, the x-intercept that you learned before. Okay, so what are they, right? Later, okay, y and x. So already explained to you what is y-intercept, right? X-intercept, same logic. So no matter straight line curve, like smiley face, sad face. Okay, let's say smiley face. Smiley face. Where's x-intercept? Where's so-called roots? When the smiley face cuts the x-axis, x-intercept. But now they call them roots. All right. Here also another one. So these things are called x-intercept. So any more confusion? What's next is, I also need you to know, x-intercept has this one very distinct characteristic, which is, okay, the x could be any number. Okay, contoh, if this is -5, right? Then the point is -5, comma. What about the y leh? The y is when you use your eyes to go check. Oh, what's the y? What is written here? 0. That is its special characteristic lah. Okay? When x is at, y is kosong. So, but this one, next time I'll draw for you one. Don't worry, today's not a day. So when you do roots, right? This one you guys got a lot to listen, so make sure you're not copying, but you are like concentrating, okay? So this is given to you, but once you understood what I told you just now, you realize when you are doing roots, we change the fx straight away into 0, like straight away, no other like steps or calculation, because we understood x is that, y is cosine, and fx is y lah. Okay, so we come to here already, which is what you did last week. Okay, one side is cosine, and then you see the other side is like arranged nicely, x squared, x, and no x, correct? Okay, but I think MS, those who were here during the holiday, you all hopefully you all remember that. Okay, before you rush and press calculator, you gotta check a few details. I'm gonna tell you, I think a lot of students will forget lah. So maybe you want to write it down somewhere in your own words later. Okay. When you see that the numbers can be simplified, you try to remember to do it lah. If you want to get full marks. If you keep forgetting all these small details, this is no wonder why some people already get A, and some maybe you still B, Okay, so you see 2, 2, and 24 can be divided by 2. And all of them can be simplified by 2. And so you see, I do that. Okay, there are a few small details. This is number 1. You see the numbers can be simplified, you simplify. If you see the A, later here got 1. If you see the A is negative, you need to settle the negative as well. Something okay? If this is really negative, so you will see I divide -2. So that negative becomes positive. Okay, I know this is a bit much, which is why I say a lot of your seniors also sometimes they forget like this part lah. Okay, so the good news is your calculator is smart enough to cover your ass up. You forgot, but the calculator will still be able to give you the correct final answers. It's just that your working may look weird, then teacher deduct your marks. Okay. Oh, sorry. So you divide already. It looks like this. Okay. Then you see your friends, those who still remember everything, they start pressing calculator. So if you're careless, you make sure you write down the brackets first. Now we press calculator. So I asked you before, you still remember how to do it, right? I don't have to tell you mode, right? Anybody doesn't know how to press calculator, how to continue from here? I don't see anybody then. Okay. So mode, EQN, degree, press 2. Type in all the numbers. Make sure you remember until how to get back the 2 brackets. Then you are done with roots, which is the hardest part to learn. Because number 5, also you did it just now, it's y-intercept. So C equals to -24. Any questions? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next week, we will sketch the graph. Okay, so prepare some A4 papers for yourself. Okay, I know the space given is not enough, right? So today your job is to make sure you do these 5 steps without any problem. I think another thing is, guys, quickly erase off F, because you see some other students, some other classes actually they are super fast because they can give me answers
for some physical classes, I can actually use my eyes and see. Like they cannot lie lah. Like your I don't see your. Whether you can or cannot do, I honestly don't know. Other than those who give me answers. Okay, the rest, hopefully I won't receive any call from your daddy, mommy, and ask me, don't know lah. Okay. And then I think you need to be afraid of your daddy, mommy more than me. Okay, more than the questions I ask you. Okay. So yeah, other than this, right, the rest, you try to practice as many of them as you can. But to be fair, I think I should show you C as well. Nothing new. I just wanted to make sure your other pros. Okay, you got perfect workings on every single detail, every single step. You know why you are doing it like that. Okay. But also I'll let you copy first. And you are not done yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, see again. Nothing new. Okay, number 4 for the roots. You guys need to listen for some small details again. Actually, yeah, just now you heard it lah. Okay, before you rush and press calculator, what happens? Numbers can be simplified. Also, we see that the a is negative. So when I simplify, I divide the entire equation by -2. Again, you keep forgetting all these things. Calculator will still be able to give you the correct final answers. So maybe this is somewhat a good news. But when you do it right, it looks like this. And now you press calculator. Okay. The next week, we put these things together in the graph. No questions. You really finished or not? Okay. Then BDE should be the same. If you are really not confident, then I will start with BDE next week. So at the very least, okay, for the A and C that I've shown full answer and then you copy already, try to cover this answer up and then try to redo from scratch. Hey, I need you to know that the question itself just looks like this. Okay? And then you need to all this out. Okay? So, yeah. If you have no questions, today I'll stop here. Can go already. Bye bye.